Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. How are you today? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Your daily crumb, help you along your way today. Well, we hope so anyway. Alright, okay, here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time of day this is for you. Welcome to the Daily CRUMB with me, Iwishhewouldhavejusthitme. That's sweetgrass water medicine woman. Also, Christiana superstar. Oh, this beautiful darling right here. Welcome. Oh, you beautiful divine beings. Right here too. How goes it with you? Hey, hey, hey. It's Wednesday. Within Wednesdays. A wandering Wednesdays. A wake up Wednesdays. I don't know. How's that girl for you? What day is that for you? That's Wednesday for me. Again, another all-nighter. Not last night, the night before. My entry's doing good now. Well, we need to take her to the hospital there. She's still there. Getting some testings done, and so I'm better than to keep her than to send her home without knowing for sure what's going on, whether it's from stuff in her home, combination stuff, mini stroke, seizures, not sure. Stress does this a lot. And when we don't listen to our bodies and rest, or when we're listening but we have others pushing us too, or we're trying to keep up with everything, and we're one human being. I know I'm looking at it and seeing the patterns and the cycles that I've been trying to break myself because I see where it leads. And it'd be that way for us all. No exceptions. We are all human. A human body is limited and it can only go so far. If we don't rest it, don't relax it, it's gonna burn out. Yeah, I ain't making this crap up either, you know. Dr. Gabor Mate wrote a good book, When the Body Says No. How about Dr. Bessel van der Kolk? Is that his name? Peter Levine. They've written books. The body keeps score. Our body keeps the records, and when we go through traumas and things like that, we might go someplace else in our mind, but our body's still going through it, and that's why we won't remember it with our brains. And memory is not something we can really trust anyway, because memory only remembers the last time you remembered it. Our brain doesn't file things away in a complete little, okay, that's not memory. No, it separates it all up and breaks it into the sense, the sounds, into our five senses. So then it's logged away. Our memories are logged away. So then to recall it, we got to call up all these things from those. Anyways, I didn't make it up either. You can do some brain studies yourself. I don't make this stuff up. It's from my education and observing, education and watching and experience and looking at it all. Then the education part, looking right to theory into the practice and stuff like that, and things I was doing before I even took any of those classes. Anyway, so here we go. I'm tired. I got a little bit of sleep last night, and I'm going to be going back up to the hospital today. Plans change. I had a feeling that there was going to be something wicked deja vu there, so I got to be here. I love my family. No matter what, good, bad, ugly, and different, I love my family. Okay, especially my entries. Cousin Jeff, Lloyd, Lisa, probably spent the most time there as a kid with them. Tired. She's okay. She's getting all spunky again. It was just scary to see. Alrighty then, here we go. I stole the shirt from the sales stuff. Take me to the mountains. I haven't been back to the mountains since I moved back here. It was 20 years. Almost 20 years. We came back to Ontario in 2007. Closest I got to those mountains since then is when I went to Calgary last year. And I want to go again this year. I'm going to see how things go. Because there's my plans and God's plans for me. And I'll always go with God's plans. Because, you know, higher perspective knows a few things that I don't. I don't think I know better than the Almighty, okay? Here we go. Well, I guess I have. No, but God, it's Therese. I know, okay? I'm human too. Hey, you're taking too long with that, God. Let me try. I don't know, but if we really think of it, right? Really think about that. You know, you think you know better than the higher perspective and leaving it to God, that our little human brains got to figure that out over the higher power? Because our little human brains know more than the higher power? I don't know. Whatever that is you call it. Honor. Those two went sideways. We're taking that. We got love. Love. And this quiet. This is what we all need to do. Sometimes the world gets too noisy, too busy. We can't even hear our own brains. Maybe it's by design, though, because it's a still, quiet voice that we need to listen to. The still, quiet voice. It doesn't yell at us. It doesn't shout at us. Turn off the noise. Silence nourishes the body, mind, and spirit. Sometimes we need to do this, and we think we get all hectic because we got to do this, got to do that, got to slow down. Even when you have deadlines. Right? Mother said a quote there too that was, there's never time to do it right the first time, but there always seems time to do it again and again and again, right? Because we've messed it up and mistaken. But if we just took the time to do it, I don't want to say right, whatever, but took the time to do it the first time, we probably wouldn't have to do it over again. Share your heart. To love another is the ultimate expression of grace. To love another is the ultimate expression of grace. Share your heart. Share your heart. Is there someone you need to tell that you love them and you've been keeping it to yourself? I think somebody loves me and they're just keeping it to themselves. Yeah, every once in a while I say, oh, sent messages. They haven't looked at my messages in a very long time. Well, I don't know. I messes with my mind on it. I think, well, maybe they don't like me like I like them, and maybe I'm doing it to myself again. Call myself a hopeful romantic, because you just never know. You never know. By leaving it to God, okay? I want God to pick for me this time, okay? Thank you very much. I tried to pick for myself. And I got some beautiful children. Okay, here we go. Care for your soul. Honor the divinity within you by practicing extreme self-care. Extreme self-care. Especially in the chaos. I had to come home. I wanted to stay the night at the hospital with her again, but I couldn't sleep in that chair. I'm more useful to her when I've had rest. I could still use a little more, but I went to bed a little earlier last night, and I slept. So, it was a lot better than the 2 hours in the previous 36. Okay, extreme self-care. Because especially if we want to be there for others, if we're caregiving to others, we need to take care of ourselves. So then that others that we're caregiving to doesn't feel like they're a burden to us. And that can happen. A whole lot. Not meaning it, but don't talk about the gas and parking and all that around the one you're caregiving to. Don't talk about the stress that is on you. Go find somebody else to talk about that stress too. Because to talk to the one that needs that care, you're putting a whole lot of weight on them without even being aware, you know? Because we're so caught up in our own things sometimes that we don't even, hello. And I know from personally, when people talk about, oh, they had to do this, put that on hold, then I feel like a burden, and I draw back, and I don't ask for help, because, you know what, I don't want to hear about it forever afterwards, and how much of a big inconvenience that was. And then I feel like I'm an inconvenience, I wasn't worth the helping, and I don't want to do that to anybody else. I won't complain. I won't complain and make them feel like a burden. I hope not, because I've probably done that. I have probably done that. I've had to learn from it, okay? I'm not innocent of anything here. Still human. I've still had to learn and grow and choose to feel the bitter and grow wiser. We're going to all feel these things. We're all human, and none of us have an original story. We have our personal experience of it. We're all on this human journey together, okay? It would do us good to remember that and have some more love and compassion for each other. But, you know, my mom also raised me not to feel sorry for those who do it to themselves. You keep making those same choices over and over again. You got to take a look at you and stop blaming everybody else around you. What's the choices you're making? What's the choice I made that brought me here, right? I could choose to just keep going up to the hospital, not getting that sleep and giving care to myself, and then just keep, oh my God, here I am, I'm pouring it all out. But I've chosen to do that. We can say, oh, they keep sucking the life out of me as we're holding the straw for them. But if we keep giving them the straw, can't blame them for trying to suck the life out of us or doing it, whatever that is. We gotta take responsibility for ourselves and not live in this complete victim. Everybody else is doing this to me. There's nobody here for me. All that. Quiet. Find that love in yourself. Honor yourself. Honor that sacred temple that helps you on this earth walk. If it weren't for these bodies, we wouldn't be here on this earth walk, okay? And we need that. So now, relax, okay? We don't help anybody when we're all uptight and tripping over things and all of that and getting all and all worked up. We're not helping ourselves. We're not helping our brains, okay? Relax. Time to relax. Extreme self-care. Relax. Especially if you got so much going on and you think you can't relax. Relax. Because that's enough, putting it on everybody else. Because every human being is going through something, whether they speak about it or not. Okay? Not everybody is vocalizing the stuff that they're going through. And so many is carrying such heavy loads. So let's be considerate of that and of all the others. That we're not an original story. Yeah, we need to heal ours. It's not to put ours aside and focus on that. But now it's time to breathe. Everything is happening exactly as it should be, even if it doesn't seem that way to our little human brains. Everything is in divine and perfect order and always is, and God uses all things for good. This is what I believe. What do you believe? What helps you get through those days? So, but breathe. Honor that self-care. Extreme self-care. Time to relax, especially in the heat of it all, really. The time to relax is when we don't have time for it again. So, those ones that we're caring for don't feel like a burden to us. Don't feel like they're stressing us out, like they're a problem. Because how can they heal? We heal when we feel safe. Okay? Anyway, there's little bits. Let's not complain when we're caregiving. And make sure, especially if you're a caregiver, you give yourself care too. Because we're no good to anybody if we're on the floor. We're no good to anybody if we're getting all tired and grumpy and we're short, like that, okay? That's not helpful when we need to have patience and compassion and to slow down to help another feel safe. I don't know. What's that all say to you, beautiful beings? What's that all say to you? Oh, right. I did draw a grace card. Let's do one thought on new beginning because I'm already 15. What's important, though? I stink. I've just heard so many just sitting around freaking hospital beds complaining about parking, complaining about how much gas is, complaining about this or that or whatever's. Don't sit beside a hospital bed and complain. I know when I went in, oh my goodness, gallstones, and all I got was him sitting at my feet complaining about how long it took and all that, where I'm like, I'm in a lot of pain, you know, how about coming up here and comforting me, okay? No, let's just complain. Thank you. Don't do that to people. Direction. Get quiet and then you get that direction. That came up yesterday. Look for clues. Grace will lead us to the exact events and experiences we need at precisely the right time. Okay, here we go. There we go. One little, and then we're done here for today. Oh, and it was a happy birthday to my career yesterday. We got my Auntie Caroline's today, Cousin Ryan tomorrow. We got lots of birthdays, so happy birthday, everybody in August. Happy birthday. Ow. That's the one. May you live all the days of your life. May you live all the days of your life, you know? Are you just surviving or are you living? I don't want to survive. I want to live. How's that girl for you? I don't know. May you live all of the days of your life. What is that? Jonathan Swift. I wonder if that's Taylor's brother. Okay, here we go. Oh no. There we go. What's that all say to you, beautiful beings? What's that all say to you? Go and live every day of your life. Biggest heart hugs ever. Yes, thank you for being you and shining your light through and everything you do. Because you know what this world needs? You. Just to be you. Fully, holy, and true. Don't let this world miss out on all that's you. So glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you choose to stay every day. It's grow. Slow. And make this another wonderful, blessed day. Love you all. Mwah. Thank you.